What's going on? Thanks for checking in. Today we have 3 ways to generate big power. Make sure you stay tuned, check this one out. To help demonstrate these 3 ways of generating big power, we have the one and only Sierra Romero. Why? 1, she's the GOAT, and 2, look at her stature. She ain't a big old thick tiff, yet she still hit a career 441 with 82 long balls. So let's jump into it. First way to generate big power is the physiology side, building the body, getting stronger, getting more powerful. And one exercise that you need to add into your training that we progress through our app, the 32 approach, is the reverse lunge. So as we know, softball really is a single leg sport, especially when you're hitting. You have your gas leg, you have your brake leg. So getting strong in these single leg or unilateral positions is a cheat code to blending that strength with the softball specific skill. So this reverse lunge here, you can use any bar you want, a regular barbell, a safety bar, but you can start off with dumbbells and then progress to these heavier loads. What we're doing is we're gonna step back, keeping the force over that front leg, keeping most of the weight over that front leg, lowering slow and exploding up through. Good. Lean forward, explode up through. Good. So she's getting triple extension there. Good. So this is an exercise that we progress very heavy. You know, we'd at least like to see her hit body weight for an efficient 3 reps on this exercise. That's gonna build that softball specific strength. Next, the second way to generate big power, we're gonna pass the crown to the professional here.
So number 2 is staying back. A lot of people talk about staying back, but what does that actually mean? So the idea with staying back is not that you spin off the back leg and you fall backwards, but instead think of a push-pull effect. This leg is pushing me back, but this leg is also pushing me forward. So what you're gonna notice is that the body should actually stay centered. So yes, you're going to rotate and turn hard back into this back leg, but my body should still be centered. I shouldn't be leaking back this way, and I definitely should not be coming forward this way. So the next 2 drills that I'm gonna show you that generate power are gonna be one that's gonna show you how to resist and coil with this leg, and then the 3rd drill is gonna show you how to activate and push with this drill, and the overall end effect ends up being a push-pull, which brings you to center gravity.
So talking straight from a sheer biomechanics science standpoint here on this, a lot of girls think that, you know, to generate power, they go into the ball, they lunge into the ball going forward. You don't want to do that. You want to stay, you know, in that phone booth or at that triangle that Sierra is talking about, keeping your center of mass over your pivot point, because the tighter you are to your center, the quicker and more efficiently that you'll rotate, in turn generating more torque.
All right, for this next part, drop your bat, grab a band and a medicine ball. You're also gonna need a partner or something that can hold the band as an anchor point. You're gonna put the band around your front leg and then bring it through the front and give it to your partner or hook it onto a pole. Your partner is going to pull and add that resistance. You're gonna pick up the medicine ball, hold it here at your torso for rotating to give you a little bit of weight. Make sure you activate your core. Get into your hitting position. Your partner should be giving you some of that pull back. And right here, what you're gonna focus on is, as this is pulling you back, don't allow it to let you be pulled back body-wise. Allow it to create the coil here with your hip. So being able to separate your hip into this coil is gonna be huge for hitting. That's how you're gonna be able to still generate power, whether it's on a curveball, a changeup. You're gonna be able to identify the pitch and still hit the ball over the fence. So as I'm here, hands around the medicine ball, so I'm gonna get some resistance. I got the coil, and now nice, easy, slow rotation through. And what I want you to notice as I'm rotating, you're gonna see I go from this coil to locking out my front side, but this side is still pushing as this is pushing back. The same thing, like I said, that push-pull, which brings me back to center gravity. So I'll be here, coil, lock out, boom. I have a nice center gravity. I'm not leaning too far back. I'm not forward. I'm perfectly right in the middle. You're gonna go through this a couple times, nice and slow, Feel every single muscle, every part of your body activating, all the way from your feet, all the way through your core. The third way to generate power is staying in your legs. The way that we want to do this is, again, to create the push-pull effect. So instead of thinking I'm going to stay back, think I'm going to stay center of gravity and sink down into my legs. So for this drill, we have the Bosu ball. Make sure you take your shoe off because it will be hard to rotate with your shoe on. The purpose here is this Bosu ball wants to push me forward and my front leg should be locking out. So that push-pull effect we talk about, this power is pushing me back, this power is trying to push me forward, which in end result brings me back to center. So the big thing here is don't think spin off of it and don't think lean back, think sit back. So instead of thinking, oh, coach is saying stay back, I gotta lean back and now I'm lifting underneath everything, I'm just gonna instead think I'm gonna sink back into my right leg as this left leg is pushing me back as well. And it's gonna be the push-pull. So as I go to swing, I'll be here and I'm rotating, I get my coil, and as I go to swing, this foot is rotating, still feeling that push forward from the Bosu ball. This leg now has to lock out, and there I am, right center gravity. And that push-pull effect is allowing me so much power and force through my feet and my legs, which generates that power that we want for the home run swing.
Hey, there it is. That's 3 ways to generate big power. First, start off, get your body right, get the physiology right, the strength side. Build that softball specific strength by progressing that single leg exercise. Then go ahead, hit your skill work, those 2 drills that Sierra had mentioned.
Remember, those drills are not eyewash. We here with the 32 approach, we want to eliminate all eyewash. We want to make sure we're focusing on things that are going to benefit your swing as a player. So the best thing you can do is to go try the resistant band, go try the Bosu ball, see if they match up with your swing and you can get the feel down. The best thing you can do as a hitter is find what works for you. I really think those ones are going to work out.
With Sierra, right, like I mentioned, her stature, she's not a big old thick tiff like we talked about. So she had to be perfect with her process. She had to get the most out of her own strength, the most out of her frame to succeed and to have the success that she did. Heck, she's one of the GOATs. She's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. It started with her process. And that's with everything that we've done with this 32 approach app, right? The same fielding that she did, the same hitting that she did, and then the strength and conditioning side. It's literally everything you could possibly need laid out for you every single day. And we have girls all around the country on this thing progressing, you know, growing into the best players that they can possibly be. So the goal was to take all of that guesswork out of your development, you know, take out all that eyewash like she had talked about, and everything in that app we stand behind, and we know that it's going to allow you to have success on the field.
Go ahead and click the link in the description and start a 7-day free trial.
Game rewards the grind. It knows how much you invested.